weekend. It's the freaking weekend, which means it's overtime time. Swing spinning.
Tail whip. Tail whips.
You don't even know what you're saying.
Ninja kicks.
Oh, okie dokie. So first things first, do you have your jams blasting? I hope you do. If not, use that link that's down below. Real quick, click it, get the jams going. Then, second thing, you're gonna need 2 sets of dumbbells. Something on the lighter side, something a little bit more medium side. We're gonna be showing you the full versions over here. We're gonna be showing you the non-jumping versions over here. So for any reason you can't jump, we'll call this the apartment
On
version.
this side?
On this side.
On this side again.
On this, and then Dane Miklas will be doing the full versions with the jumps. Okay, but before we get into any of that, grab one dumbbell, put it in your right hand. We are going squat to press, warming things up in 5, in 4, in 3, 2, 1. Let's kick it off. So getting started with that squat to press, we're gonna do a couple moves on the right side, then we'll do those same few moves on the left side, and I will slowly build on top of everything we're doing to warm up our full body. Now it is Saturday, it is overtime, which means we are working full body strength and cardio. You've been with us the past couple weeks, you know what's coming. We'll warm up for about 10 minutes, and then we got 6 exercises that are just gonna blow your mind. They're so good. Right now we got 15 more seconds. We will keep the dumbbell on our right side. Right leg stays forward, we step it back, reverse lunge into a bicep curl, changing the angle, we're working our legs, changing the muscle in the upper body in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, dive on in through. We are going reverse lunge into that curl. So hitting your biceps, big squeeze as you bring the dumbbell all the way up towards your shoulder, pushing down through your front heel as you stand tall. We'll be here for another 30 seconds. While you're doing these, put your eyes on me, because you're gonna change the way you hold your dumbbell in just a second. Instead of holding onto the metal part of the dumbbell, you're gonna hold onto the black caps of it. You'll step your right leg out to the side. We are going side lunge into a front raise. Right leg is the one doing the moving in 6, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So hold on to the black caps of your dumbbell, side lunge into a front raise. So bringing the dumbbell up in line with your shoulders. When we were doing that press, we were going straight up overhead. Now we're going straight out in front, still targeting our shoulders, but just changing the angle that we're working into it. We got a side lunge rocking now instead of a reverse lunge, so we're starting to hit those ab and abductor muscles, the inner and outer parts of our thigh. We already got the front and the back side, so those are good to go. We gotta obviously do the other leg, but that's not coming for another 20 seconds. We're not taking any rest to this warm-up. We're just rolling one right through to the other. So when I tell you to switch, you'll put the dumbbell in your left hand, drop all the way down into that squat. We're going right back into our squat to press in 3, 2, 1. Let's get right into it. Ooh, yes, there, good job. Nice transition. Right away. Your feet will be at least hip-width distance, maybe a little bit wider. You will find the squat that feels best for you, but here's a couple things to think about. Your toes should be pretty much facing forward. If they turn out a little bit, all good. But check in, make sure that they are not turned inward. That's the one thing I don't want you to do. 15 more before we hit our reverse lunge to curl. Dumbbell stays on the left side. Getting into our biceps again. Ooh, let's get one more, you two. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, step it back, reverse lunge to curl. So these movements, while they are full body, they're a slightly slower tempo, right? We haven't jumped into any sort of cardio, any sort of plyometric business. We're gonna close out with that side lunge to front raise in about 20 seconds. And then after that, we're gonna start to elevate our movements a little bit. They'll become slightly quicker pace. We'll start to elevate our heart rate as well. At the same time, really starting to warm up through our midsection, getting into our core. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Hold on to the black caps, that dumbbell. This time, step it out to the left. Bring the dumbbell back up in line with your shoulder. Now this lunge different from our reverse lunge in that it is a hip hinge movement. So on your reverse lunges, you were keeping your chest tall, your shoulders were over your hips. Now on your side lunge, you're bending over at your waist. Your chest will get closer to the tops of your thighs. Always important to remember though, when we do this, we're not letting our shoulders round. Even as we hinge, always broadening across our collarbone, keeping that real proud chest. You, my friend, have 10 more seconds to get 3 more reps. We're gonna keep our hands at this exact same place they are right now. We're taking it into that press jack. Feet go out and in, dumbbell goes up in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and dive right on into that. Now you can take that press jack, Kara's going squat to press. Another option is to step out into that press. Any one of those versions is going to be good. Continue to move. Because it's more intense, we're not here as long. 15 more seconds. While you're doing it, eyes on me. You will drop down into a plank position. Pretend that the dumbbell's on the outside of my body. I'm gonna do 10 mountain climbers, and then I'll drag that dumbbell underneath me. 10 mountain climbers, drag it back through. Down in 3, in 2, and 1. Let's go right now. Now, if you have beautiful oak wood floors or something you don't want to scrape your dumbbell against, pick your dumbbell up and put it on the other side. You don't have to drag it along your beautiful floors if you don't want to, but get it to the other side of your body. So they do 10 mountain climbers, and then take that dumbbell all the way over to the other side. Notice how the dumbbell is long ways. That's what you want to have happen in there. Ooh, halfway through it. This one, we're in it for a little bit longer. 1 minute of work. Get used to 60 seconds and how it feels, because you are going to be doing those 60-second movements for your workout today. So you can see Dane showing you the version where he picks the dumbbell up and steps it through to the other side. He's not dragging it on the ground. We got 5 seconds. Since we're down here, we're gonna stay down here. Russian twist in 4, 3 with your dumbbell, 2 and 1. You're up, you're twisting to the right and twisting to the left. Now if you don't have a weight or you already got rid of yours, don't worry about it, just stay here. While you're doing it though, watch me real quick. I see people do this a lot. They have their weight, they're twisting side to side, but notice my torso isn't moving. So you wanna really rotate through your entire torso so your shoulders should be following your weight. Even without a weight in my hands, I'm still feeling the work happening through my obliques. You guys are already over that halfway point. While you're doing it, since you're in this perfectly seated position, put your eyes on me so I can show you what you're gonna do next. From your Russian twist, you will drop your dumbbells, come down onto your back. You'll send your left leg up and then hover it down. We call this a bicycle leg lift. If you want the added challenge, both legs are straight, but only the left leg is lifting up and down in 3, in 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and get right to it, team. So left leg comes up, left leg lowers down. Your right leg is either at that bicycle 90 or straight out in front of you. The straighter your leg is, the more difficult it's going to be. Ooh, looking so strong. Your left leg is moving. Don't forget that, because it's gonna be important for where we go next. We wanna stay on the same side. Everybody's holding their left leg at a hover in 3, 2, 1, so hover it down. If your right leg is bent, straighten it out. Bring your right forearm onto the ground and lift up, side plank. So your right forearm's down, your left leg is on top, and we go right back into that same motion. So now we're either gonna bend into our knee, or we go straight arm, straight leg. It's the exact same thing you were just doing on your back, but now you're in a side plank. Oh my word, so much more challenging, but you got this, keep on going. Left leg is the leg that's moving, right leg is the one that's stabilizing you. 15 more, we're back down. This time we're doing the same 2 movements, but the right leg is going up and down in that reverse bicycle leg lift in 3, in 2, and 1. You're back down on the ground. So right leg lowers, right leg lifts. You are either choosing to have your left leg at a hover or left leg is pulled in that tucked bicycle position. Both exercises, both movements are going to be difficult, but it's just the straighter leg is gonna be slightly more challenging. So you gotta find the one that you're looking to push through the most. Woo! Okay, right leg going up and down. Only lower your right leg so much that you can keep your low back on the ground. Everybody's meeting us in that hover in 3, 2, 1. Right leg hovers, left leg meets it. Oh, okay, cool. They're just skipping right ahead. Side, oblique, side up plank right now. Now we go into that crunch. Perfect. Or straight leg, straight arm. We got 10. Coming back through, we got Russian twist. This time, no dumbbell, don't need it. We're there in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Come onto your butt. Let's go Russian twist. Side to side action, just so I can show you what's going on next. We're doing what's called a half sprawl. So when I count you down, you'll roll over, come to that plank position, jump your feet up, show me your hands, push it right back. Jump your feet up, make sure you land flat-footed. We do it in 3, 2, 1. Let's go into that half sprawl. Now, non-jumping versions, you step 1, 2, step back, 1, 2, step up, step back, step up, step back. Remember, there's always a layer that you can choose. If you're someone who's more advanced, if you're looking for something a little bit more, add that push-up in at the bottom. Looks like this. You push up, and then you jump your feet up. Push up, jump your feet up. You find what you're looking for. Because we are getting towards the end of this, my friends. Woo, warm-up is almost over. Dane is using the dumbbell. He's giving himself a little bit of added leverage. It's like adding a couple inches to your arms, creates more space for you to jump your feet up. Perfect option, especially if you got shorter arms like me. Let's keep rocking for 5. You're in a squat hold in 4, in 3, 2, 1. On your feet, hold your squat. So, last minute, this is our finisher. It is an iron leg ladder. Lunge, lunge, squat. 2 lunges, 2 squats. 3 lunges, 3 squats. 4, you get the idea. And if you're jumping, you're jumping. 3, 2, 1, go. So lunge, lunge, squat, jump. Then 2 lunges each leg, and then 2 big squat jumps. Then you gotta do 3 lunges on each leg. How high can you get on that ladder? Now, if you're not jumping, no problem. You do the same exact thing. You just step back into the lunge, drop down into the squat. You are competing against no one except yourself right now, trying to get that highest number on your ladder to finish things out strong. Now, here's a spoiler alert. You will see this iron leg movement again in your workout. So right now, we're diving on into it. We're getting set. We are establishing that foundation. You have 10. Warm up over after this. We get a small break before we get right into that workout. Let's go for 5. Get one more, finish it. Finish what you're on. 3, 2, and 1. That's time. Amazing job. If your dog's nearby, give him a little shake on the head. If you got a child, a little high five. You guys are awesome. We're coming right back in with the workout.